Welcome back to PEP. You know, one of the number one objections I get from people when it comes to eating healthy is that they just don't have the money to afford to eat the way that they should eat. Well, we're going to dispel that myth today because our topic is all about nutrition on a budget. So enjoy the video and don't forget to take the validation quiz when you're done.
If we change our perception about our weight, if we change our perception about the importance of keeping a healthy weight, we might think of nutrition as another component. When we surveyed you guys initially, nutrition on a budget was one of the really popular topics. So we're going to spend a lot of time talking about nutrition on a budget, and today is going to be kind of part one of nutrition on a budget. So next week we'll be following up with part two. But today we want to talk mostly about changing our perception of how we perceive nutrition, of how we perceive how we shop, how we spend our money. So if we want to change our life, and if we want to change the way that we perform, change our energy level, and change our physique, we can start right here with nutrition. Now, oftentimes people have this perception that more is better. Well, when it comes to food, quantity is not necessarily a good thing. It's really the quality that you want. So, you know, we can go to Publix and we can load our shopping cart up with BOGOs, and when we get the bill, we can feel like we got a good deal because we're going home with 20 bags of stuff, when in essence, we could go out with one little cart that has some very nutrient-dense food in it that's going to not create this hunger cycle. Many of us get caught in a hunger cycle because we're eating these hollow processed foods. If you're filling up your shopping cart in the middle of the grocery store where all the boxed and processed stuff is, you're buying a lot of processed food with not a lot of nutrition. Might look like you've got a lot, but what happens is you put a lot in your body, you get very little nutrition, your body remains hungry. It's constantly craving that nutrition that you're not giving it. So you pile more bad stuff on, your body's got to work really hard to try to digest this, process it, and eliminate it. Why buy organic? Anybody have any idea what the importance of organic is? Anybody know why organic costs more? I say because it's worth it. With our modern industrial food production right now, it's almost scary, some of the chemicals that are going into the fertilizers and the pesticides. And what happens is when crops are grown with artificial chemicals, the crops aren't as strong as they are when they grow organically. When a plant grows organically, it has to create its own protection, its own antioxidants to fight off intruders, pests, fungus, etc. So when the plant is growing stronger, when we eat it, guess what? We're ingesting that strength of the plant. When it's grown at super speeds with these artificial colors and flavors and preservatives and chemicals and all these things that are put into our food supply, that goes straight into our body. So organic is very important. Now, some people when they first go shopping, they get sticker shock when they first see how much organic produce is. But if you think organic produce is expensive, try getting sick and try going to the doctor and missing work and going through that whole cycle. So here's what I would challenge you to do. When you price compare, when you're in Publix and you're looking at an organic apple, maybe that's $2.79 a pound, and you're looking at a regular apple that's maybe $1.29, $1.50 a pound. When you're holding those two fruits in your hand, just think that that organic apple has at least twice the nutrition in it that the regular apple does, plus it doesn't have any of those pesticides and all the bad things. Some studies show that organic produce has as much as 23 times the nutrition as non-organic produce. So once again, it's all about quality, not quantity. If you bought half the amount of apples and bought them organic versus non-organic, you'd be getting a whole lot more nutrition and you wouldn't be burdening your body with having to process that much food. So your body may originally or initially have to kind of adjust to the quantity difference. If you're used to eating, you know, a whole big quantity of food and then you cut down to a smaller, healthier, nutrient-dense portion, it might take your body a couple days or a couple of weeks to really get used to digesting a smaller, nutrient-dense quantity. Supplements. Anybody here currently take any nutritional supplements? Excellent. Supplementation is an important part of our diet today because it is so hard to get all the nutrition that we need from food. We all have jobs, we're all busy, we're all on the go quickly, and we all do have budget constraints as well. So it's not always feasible for us to shop like this. So there are some great products out on the market that make it very easy for us to get the nutrition that we need and the quantity that we need. Juice Plus happens to be one of my favorite. I've been taking it about 8 years. And one of the reasons why I started was because I travel a lot and I couldn't always take my juicer with me and I couldn't always get fresh organic produce. So I started carrying these with me, and every day I can pop 4 of these little capsules and get the nutrition of 17 fruits and vegetables, and I can do it for $1.39 a day. I actually got all the ingredients that were in Juice Plus. I went out and I shopped at Publix, and it cost me over $40 to get the same fruits and vegetables that are in there. So very easy and very convenient. What are some of the supplements that you guys are taking?
Question on that. So you're saying you do one or the other, you don't have to do them both? I thought a supplement was in case.
A supplement is exactly, it's in case you don't get. So the very word supplement, you're supplementing your diet. So by all means, this is where you want to eat, but just in case you can't, if you did this on a daily basis too, you would be getting a whole lot of extra security and a whole lot of nutrition for not a lot of money. Anybody want to share what some of the supplements they're taking are? Anybody?
I have a question.
Yeah.
That's not overkill?
No, you're not going to overdose on.
Because if you go back to like the cavemen or whatever, I'm sure they didn't have supplements. Do you think they ate that much fruits and vegetables?
True. Well, cavemen ate totally different. They were hunters and gatherers. They were eating constantly throughout the day. They were grazing. They were picking their food. They were eating fresh, and they were eating what was grown there locally at the time. So they were on a whole different eating cycle than we are today. With modern food production and modern convenience and all the processed foods that we have, like I said, it's tough to actually get the nutrition that we need from our diet. So supplementation is good, especially if you've got kids that don't want to eat their fruits and vegetables. You can find a supplement that will be to their liking, even taste-free. So that's why I advocate the supplements. Now, a lot of people say that they can't afford to take supplements or they can't afford to shop healthy. Many of my coaching clients will insist on meeting me at the Starbucks so they can have a cup of joe while we're having a coaching session. So how many coffee drinkers do we have in the room? How many people drink coffee at least 3 times a week? And are you guys buying it retail or are you making it yourself? Who's going to Starbucks? Any Starbucks fans? Yeah. The only brave one. Well, I demonstrate to people the average sale at Starbucks, $4.17 for a cup of coffee. For that same money, they can get a whole lot of nutrient-dense supplements. Juice Plus, under $1.50 a day. Choose for Health, 16 superfoods in here, acai, noni, goji, mangosteen, all these. $1.50 a day, so we're up to $3. Then I do a Mega Cardio arginine-based supplement that's all natural for heart health. That's $1. So there we are at $4, and we still have change left over. So guys, I'm not up here to hawk you supplements today. This is my private stash. You can't have it. But I am demonstrating that if we think about how we're spending our money already and can reallocate it to something healthy that's going to alkalize the body and hydrate the body instead of acidify and dehydrate the body. Yes, Mike?
Do you have coffee-flavored supplements?
Coffee-flavored supplements.
Powder.
Right. Yeah. There are.
Energy supplement?
That is highly processed, highly toxic stuff. But those supplements are great. They're an integral part of my life, and I recommend to people that if you feel like you're not getting the nutrition, talk to Stillman or I or Chelsea, our nutritional counselor, and find out if we can recommend a supplement to you that'll help you get the nutrition you need. If time is an issue, I really advocate the supplements because they're auto-shipped right to my door, billed to my credit card automatically. It's a constant cost. I don't have to go and consciously shop. So many times I hear my clients that are at Starbucks with me saying, well, I don't have time to the grocery store and shop. Yeah, but you have time to go out of your way to go to Starbucks, sit and have a cup of coffee. You could have these shipped straight to your door and you know it's coming on your statement and it's a fixed cost.